What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bullish Nerd. Today we're going to be looking at BNB, the Binance coin. So we're going to take a look at the 1 hour chart over the past week, and we're going to break down technical structure, recent volume movements, and also talk about some real world news that might be pushing the price this week, the price movements this week. So let's get into it. So looking at the 1 hour chart here over the past week, we can see that BNB has been trading in between the range of 840 and 870, right? And right now currently we're seeing price action around the 844 zone, 843, 844 zone, with a strong rejection from 868. Followed by some sharp red candles and volume spikes, which is a sign of sellers stepping in, right? But historically, BNB, the historical support zone for BNB is, I would say, 840. This range right here, right? This is held as a key support zone recently, and also it's been tested multiple times, as you can see. Again, we're only on the 1 week chart, but yeah, this 840 is a key support zone that's been tested multiple times. And then also on the upside, we have the resistance zone 870, right? This has been tested a few times, but it has prevented some breakouts. But I mean, if you do notice here, this range, we've seen a couple of breakouts, but it's really nothing to write home about. As it broke out, it didn't really last long, went up a few points, and then got rejected pretty sharply. As you see, these red candles are representing the rejections here. But currently, we're seeing another consolidation pattern, as we've been seeing this a lot this week in the market. This is another consolidation zone right here, but honestly, these are some good signs, because this could be giving us a potential setup either for a bounce or a breakdown. So we'll see as time goes on. But other than that, I think one thing that's really important to talk about right now is going to be the volume with BNB, because volume tells a story as well, a deeper story. So as we see clear increase in sell volume around 850, 850, suggesting this could be institutional, it could be some whale exits. Like again, we'll see as the story unfolds here. But however, recent candles showed lower follow through from sellers. As you can see, there's a lot of wicks here, just a sign of indecision in the market. But it could be exhaustion as well, or maybe a potential trap before a reversal. But that's what we're here to find out. So other than the volume and just how the chart is moving this week, there's some things happening with BNB behind the scenes, and of course this is a popular one, ETFs, right? I feel like ETFs have just been a part of a lot of coin, a lot of crypto coin stories, recently. It's a big thing with ETFs, but it's definitely one of the biggest catalysts for BNB right now is the filing of the staking ETF, the BNB staking ETF by Rex and Osprey funds. So this fund proposes to hold at least 80% BNB, and it will stake the tokens to generate yield from like 1.5% upwards to 3%. So if this is approved, this could attract some institutional capital and bring some long-term value to BNB by taking the supply off the market, right? So definitely something to look out for. And then secondly, next, BNB has burned over 30% of its total supply since 2023, right? This is due to a combination of manual quarterly burns and its real-time gas burn mechanism, right? Also to add to that, recently BNB introduced BNB governance model, and we have a solid foundation for long-term valuation increase with these type of things happening, right? But with all of that said, and just kind of seeing these things happen, seeing how the market has been behaving this week, let's talk about what's next for BNB. Bullish scenario: if BNB holds above 840, which it currently is right now, if it holds above 840 and breaks this 870 resistance zone, we could see a move upwards to 880, possibly 900 by the end of this week. But on the downside, bearish scenario: if price fails to hold above 840, we can expect potential pullback to 820, 830, 820 zone. But traders should watch out. I'll say this: traders should watch out for the 860 break zone. That's one thing I want to point out. Watch this zone closely, because volume will confirm, and the RSI divergence on the lower time frames would strengthen the bull case. So it's if you're interested in BNB, definitely take a look and keep a focus on 860 if it retests here. But yeah, that's my two predictions for BNB this week. Also, I think it's important to note this range behavior that we're seeing right now. This range behavior is this might indicate accumulation by smart money ahead of ETF or Binance ecosystem upgrades, right? So whale wallets have been stable or slowly increasing, increasing their holdings according to to on-chain metrics, right? While traders are showing signs of short-term panic, it's just something to keep an eye on. But to summarize this whole thing, BNB is sitting at a critical decision point, as we can just see. It's coming off a consolidation zone. Getting about to touch back to a local support zone. So it's a critical decision point. I think in the next 24 to 48 hours will be key to confirming whether we get a breakout or a continuation in this sideways movement. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, and are you bullish, are you bearish on BNB this week? Let me know where you're sitting with BNB, and make sure to like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss another breakdown here on Bullish Nerd. Thanks.